Have you ever stopped reacting, or have you stopped feeling? Because there is a difference. One looks like maturity, the other feels like emptiness. You are no longer arguing, no more back and forth, no more emotional reaction. Everything is calm, quiet, controlled, but deep down something is missing. Have you stopped reacting, or have you stopped feeling? Welcome back to Chronicle podcast, where we don't just talk about what is happening in relationships, we uncover what is no longer happening. Today we are diving into emotional shutdown, a silence but powerful form of emotional disconnection that often goes unnoticed until the distance becomes too wide. Emotional shutdown does not always look like dramatic. No shouting, no obvious conflict, no visible tension, just withdrawal. You are still there. You will talk, you will respond, you show up, but internally, you have pulled back. You are no longer fully engaged, no longer fully expressive, no longer fully open. This is where feeling numb in relationships begins. And the dangerous part, it can look like peace on the outside, but inside it is disconnection. What does emotional shutdown actually look like? It is not always obvious, but you will notice patterns like short, surface level conversations, minimal emotional reaction, no excitement, no frustration, avoiding deep or meaningful discussions, responding out of routine, not genuine engagement, preferring silence over connection. You may hear things like, I am fine, it is nothing, don't worry about it. But those words don't match what is really happening inside. Because the truth is, you are not expressing less because everything is okay. You are expressing less because something has shut down. And over time, this creates deeper marriage communication issues. People don't just shut down for no reason. There is always a build-up, repeated hurt that was never properly addressed. Emotional exhaustion from always explaining yourself, feeling unheard, misunderstood, conversations that go nowhere. So eventually, your mind tells you it is not worth it anymore. And instead of continuing to try, you withdraw. Not because you don't care, but because you are tired. Tired of repeating yourself, being understood, not seeing change. So silence becomes easier, and that is how emotional disconnection quietly takes root. Many people mistake emotional shutdown for maturity. You say, I have learned to control my emotions, I am just choosing peace. But let's be honest, is it calmness or is it numbness? Calmness feels like you are still present. You feel, but you manage it well. Emotional numbness feels like you don't feel much anymore. You don't care to react. You are disconnected from your own emotions. You are not at peace. You are just disconnected. And when feeling numb in relationships becomes normal, true connection becomes difficult. Now, here is the part many people don't see. Emotional shutdown does not just affect you, it affects the entire relationship. Because when one person withdraws, conversations reduce, emotional intimacy weakens, understanding decreases, And slowly, an invisible wall forms. No arguments, but no closeness either. No conflict. You may still be living together, talking, functioning, but emotionally, you are no longer meeting each other. And that is the most dangerous. It's great distance without noise. And here is what you need to take away. You can be physically present and emotionally absent at the same time. So pause and ask yourself, am I truly present in my relationship? Or have I quietly checked out? Because silence is one thing, but emotional absence, that change. In the next episode, stonewalling or self-protection, the line we don't see, we'll unpack the difference between protecting your peace and avoiding necessary conversations, and how silence can sometimes become emotional punishment. If this resonated with you, don't brush it aside, reflect on it, share it, start paying attention, because sometimes the loudest disconnection is the one no one is talking about. Thank you. Yours, Desire Therapist.